Hello guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. So yeah, like I said in my previous video, we are going to run a 28-day design challenge. And so I just want to quickly do a simple poster design that I'm going to paste, like I'm going to like upload with the video on the basic of Photoshop interface. So yeah, I just decided to just record it just so you know peradventure someone asks for this tutorial video. So something very simple and straightforward, no no complex design kind of, yeah. So the idea is to just have like an AI put on a clothes and just write 28 days design challenge coming soon, February kind of. So yeah, let's do subject select. Yeah, if you're wondering where I got this image from, I got it from Pinterest. Just search for cyborg and you would see several options. You can also go to your Google and just type in cyborg space HD and you'll be able to see options of different cyborg images that are high quality, high definition. So yeah, that's basically how I got this image. Very nice image. Yeah, and you can see that the AI, the Photoshop AI has been able to do a good job by selecting it almost perfect, just almost perfect. All right, so let's just Control J, or you know what, let's select and max first to ensure that we are not having any issue. Contrast, reduce the smooth, decontaminate color, and press OK. And so we have this AI like this. Now I was able to screen grab my Photoshop interface, which is this. Since we're, it's Photoshop basically. Although we're going to be introducing both Photoshop, CapCut, and some other software. Some people don't use Photoshop; they use probably Affinity Designer, Photolib, several other software that can do something similar to what Photoshop does. So they are not going to be limited. Anyways, we are going to create. This is the interface, so I just want to create, let me select this color. Where's my pen tool? Let's zoom in. So using my pen tool, I'll create a new layer and call it canvas. So I'm just going to select my pen tool here. Just go up, select this edge. You would see the magic I want to perform. It's a very simple design, nothing complex. But Photoshop, one thing about Photoshop is no matter how simple it is, it still looks kind of complex. So what I want to do then is to fill part, and yeah, with foreground color, then delete part. So we have, it looks like nothing has changed, but actually we have this, there's a rectangle here now. And if I turn off this, you can see it. Let me use the red. If I turn this off, you can see this is it. And the reason why you would get to see later. And so let's bring in our cyborg at the top. This is our cyborg, right? Let's change the name to cyborg. And what I want to do is to make it pretty large. You can see the idea now. So it's going to look like it's coming out of the Photoshop stuff, whatever. Anyways, now that I have that, let's save our work. Save to Photoshop. And I'm going to save it as 28 days design challenge 2023. by God's grace, God seeing us through, because our lives are in God's hands. So yeah. Anyways, this is the first part. Now let's bring in the lady. We want to give the cyborg a clothes to wear. So I'm going to use this lady. I'm going to also use select subject. Select subject. All right. Something cool, something sweet. All right, that's selected. And I'm just going to go to select and marks. I'm not interested in the hair or the head. I just need the body. And so yeah, I just need something like this, and I'm pressing OK. All right, apply. So I'm going to bring in the lady also. And I'm also going to make her same size as this. Now what I want to do is this. I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to cut out the edge. Right. I'll cut out not just the head, every part that are flesh or our skin. I said flesh. Every part where our skin is showing, I'm going to like cut it out. You can see how clean this image is, and that's why I would always advise that whenever you want to download image, just go to FreePic or those sites where your images are very sharp, like FreePic, Unsplash, Pixels.com, 4K wallpapers, diverse sharp images. Sharp images gives you inspiration, so it's just so wonderful. All right, now that we have that, I'm just going to delete straight off. And another thing is, like I said there's a tutorial I held on basics of photo manipulation. Whenever you are choosing an image to work with, ensure that the manipulation you want to work on, let the points of the image or the perspective be aligned, and it's not just different. Now it's easy for me to place this because it's just easier to place this kind of. I don't know if you get, but for me it just feels easier. I'm able to like manipulate some certain things, but still feel less stressful. So I'm going to try and do some warping. Just going to try and do some warping. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm doing. It's just warping things around. All right, so let's assume we like the way it is like this, right? Then the next thing I want to do is just to select the cyborg. First, duplicate your cyborg. I like duplicating my file. Now this is the original cyborg, right? Cyborg 01. Create a layer mask. Take your brush, ensure it is black. Take your brush, ensure it is 100% opacity, and then brush out all those parts you do not need. So just brush them out. And so after brushing them out, excuse me, you can bring this down together and then enlarge it just like so. And you can see it's just smooth. Except this, right? So for this, you can just take your smudge tool. For those that watched the last video, you would see what we did using that smudge tool. So you can just properly place it, just play around it. Now because she's wearing this, you might not see it here, but there is going to be a bit of shadow. So we're going to apply that shadow to the shirt. Let's apply layer mask first. So shadow to the shirt. Let's just rush through this. Okay. Let me bring it just below here. All right. Then I can just multiply and reduce so it doesn't look too, yeah. So also we are going to apply shadow to this cyborg as well. Clip, then take your brush. So the idea is to make it look like the light is coming from the front, right? Something like that. So multiply, use, all right. So now that we have a funny cyborg sitting casually inside Photoshop, kind of. So what we want to do now is this. We are going to this. I have an idea. I downloaded something. Just follow me. On Freepik, I downloaded a logo design, a logo template. Yeah, this logo template. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add Photoshop here. This Photoshop icon. I'm just going to add it there and see the effect it gives me. If it's something I like, if not, I'll just do it myself. All right, I think it's cool. It's fair. All right, it's fair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge it and bring it here. And we don't want this whole stuff. So what we'll do is we can should we use, it's either, okay, let's remove this, excuse me, delete. Most of these things are trial and error, so there's no biggie. All right, turn off those ones we don't need, turn them off. Yeah, we need this one actually. Yeah, so I think we can just cut it off a little bit, it's too much. So let me bring this in. All right, I reduce the size. Just watch what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do one or two things. So let's call this PS Photoshop. So yeah, we have Photoshop just glowing. And what's the idea? The idea is, I'm just going to close this. The idea is to have the lady plugged to the Photoshop. So yeah, I downloaded this wire. Yeah, I downloaded this wire. And so I'm just going to pick it and just, find a way to you get that vibe. Yeah, if you still don't get it, just rewind this video and you watch it. Anyways, we'll call this wire. The wire also, I downloaded it from PNG Wing, my favorite place to download stuffs. Okay, I think these things are ready. Let's just bring it to the back. So this is a cyborg. Let's ensure that they are together. Cyborg together like that. And this is our wire. It is attached. It has to be attached to the. So cut out this part. Cut it out here, like so. And what we want to do is we are going to give it this kind of. I want to give you this kind of lightning effect. Just the wire itself. so a lightning effect. And to do that, we can just right click, go to our blending option. Now under our blending option, let me just bring it down here so you can see it. There's what we call stroke, inner shadow, outer glow. So we'll choose outer glow. You can see immediately it gives us that vibe, but it's too much. So what we want to do is reduce the size. Okay, before we do that, sorry. This wire has a shadow, and anything we apply to the wire applies to the shadow. So duplicate. Now we want to cut out just this. We want to remove those shadow. So I'll just try my best to pick the wire without the shadow, or to pick the shadow and delete straight up. So just permit me to hit this first one. Let's go to the other side. Delete. So when we turn on this one, we still have to delete this. So when we are going to only apply that effect to the wire copy, right? And so go back to our blending option and choose outer glow. As you can see, outer glow, we reduce the size, reduce the opacity, and increase the opacity but reduce the size. Let's try out, we'll try out several things. Inner glow, we'll choose oh, what did I do? I cancelled everything. Let's start again. But do we really want to add that glow? I don't know. I don't feel like adding the glow now that I see it. I don't feel like adding glue. Let's not add the glow. Yeah, let's not add the glow. So all we can do is we can just add this the fact that the light is coming in. So let's call it light. Attach it to the wire, change our color to this color, and just paint through that side, something like this. That feeling, yeah. So we can just use that style to no, this is too much. Just attach to others like that. Yeah, something like this, and we can then apply screen or color. No, screen is fine, and we can reduce it slightly, and so it looks like actually now, because that vibe is coming in here, we need to add something to the face of this cyborg so it looks like, yeah, it's power off. And to do that, we have this perfect place, this circle here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer and call it glow. Then take your brush and just pick the part where you want and just dab. Then you can just zoom out and look for another place you want to dab. Let's dab all these places. So just dab, reduce, dab, like so. And so when you zoom out, you would see that, yeah, we have something cool going on. So it's getting charged. You know what? Because it's getting charged, we should not apply it to everything. So let's remove some part. We'll remove this first two. Yeah, just these two. And so to apply that glow, you can use color dodge or screen, something like that. So I'm going to use screen, and I'm going to duplicate and use overlay. If you use overlay, you see that that's which kind of vibe is there. And so I'm going to reduce the glow slightly. No, I can't. Let's just leave it like that. I think this works. And now, because we have the cyborg like this, we can duplicate the cyborg and just merge this one, because we need to give it this bluish hue that is emanating from this glow. So light, and we'll just dab around like so, just something small. Apply overlay, yeah, something like that. Yeah, just something very subtle, and just something subtle and simple. So now that we have this, let's save our work and turn off this. So the next thing we want to then introduce is the text. And the text, the first one is 28th day design challenge. So that 28th and day would have hyphen, so that it won't put as days. You get that vibe? Anyway, courtesy of the image I downloaded of that lady is a premium image from Freepik, and I am currently using Freepik premium version, courtesy of Creator Studio. I must always mention that because they have really been so amazing in my journey as a designer. So yeah, they're an amazing studio. Anyways, so I'm going to bring this down here. Exactly. So we have this 28th day. I'm going to push this design forward. 28th day design challenge. Let's reduce the size. No, I mean, typography can be an issue as well. So I just want to ensure that we have a very, very good oh, we're using a vertical. Let's use erotic. Not what you think though. That's the name of the font. Okay, no, that doesn't work. Let's use Premier League. Premier League is a very bold font. Yeah, exactly. "28th day design challenge." How do I put this? Because this is going to be clipped to this. It's going to be clipped. I'm going to clip it to this. Where is the clipping marks? Where is the clipping marks? My eyes or clipping marks? Where? Clip. Okay, I have to rasterize it before I clip it. Okay, but first I need to ensure it is properly set. "28th day design challenge." All right, you know what? We are going to get it, don't worry. We are going to delete this. So it's going to be just 28, and this is going to be just challenge. We need to separate it. I think that's the problem. So 28 days design challenge. 28D design it's the design. Oof. There's this magic I wanted to perform, but I'm not sure I can be able to do that. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. 28-day design challenge. All right, so I'll duplicate this, rasterize this, and clip it to this, right? Duplicate this, rasterize this, and clip it to, bring it down and clip it to that as well. So we have the 28 days design challenge, right? And so because we want our challenge to show properly, let's bring it up. Let's bring it to the top. And so what I can do is I can try to okay. What I can do is there's a magic I wanted to perform. Let me see the magic. So I'm going to duplicate, rasterize this, right? Go to our blending option. What do I do? Stroke. No, I guess I'm not really getting the idea. I'm going to get it. Can't escape me. It can't escape me. Let's convert it to a shape. Convert to shape. All right, now that we have converted it to a shape, still did not work. Anyways, I guess what I was trying to do is not coming to me. So, but we're going to get back to that. Let's just quickly do the rest. And for the rest, I mean the remaining information. February 2023. So for this one, we're going to use, excuse me, we're going to use a vertical medium. We're going to work on the tracking, something very minimal. February 2023. Follow Elzenitho for more info. And so this one is not supposed to be here. We're just going to copy this. I'm taking too much time on this design. It's not supposed to be so. All right, follow Elzenitho for more information. This will be very small. Yeah, February 2029, 2023, 28th day design challenge, February 2023. And so we have that. Okay, 28th day design challenge, February 2023. What else do you want to include? Yeah, I want to let them know that it's actually designed by me. So what do we want to do? We want to bring in, let's go and look for one of my images. Showroom, my DP. So I'm going to bring one of this image. Yep, this one precisely. So we're going to look for a place to put it at the top there. All right, this works. Let's image. Okay, let's rasterize, image, desaturate. All right. And so yes, we have this 28th day design challenge coming up February 2023. I hope we're prepared. I mean, it's a very simple design, like I said, but I mean, you can see how it turned out. Pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty dope. So another thing we can then do is probably add some other effect and all, but I don't want to do too much on it, so I'm just going to save it here. Is there any information we need to put? Any information? Let's see. All right, so I think another information we can put is the fact that we can put in, no, if I say we should put in various software logos, that means we are limiting ourselves. We don't want to limit ourselves. So yeah, let's just stop there. And the next thing we want to introduce now is some color lookups. Just test, some, this doesn't work. Sometimes not all color lookups work. Sometimes you just have to apply it to a certain part. Anyways, so I'm going to just leave it here, I'm going to leave it here. So let's select everything, Control Shift Alt E. Now that we have everything, we can go to our filter, camera raw filter, and we can apply the final effects. We can save our work. So yes, this is what it looks like finally. And so we want to see, we want to like reduce the exposure a little, definitely reduce the contrast. You can increase it to add. You can add texture or can reduce texture, either ways, but I prefer to add texture since we're working with a cyborg. Yep. So then no, the vibrance is too much, and so yeah, this works. All right, this works for me. I'm just going to press OK, and you can see the final product. save your work, and voila, we are done. So if this is something you would like to join, just follow me on Instagram at Elzenitho, or on Facebook, or on Twitter, everywhere, any social media. Just search for Elzenitho and you can just follow me, because as much as I'm going to be doing a 20-day challenge, I'm also going to be like taking a video tutorial of whatever it is I create. And also, just like last year's one or the early this year's one, some persons would be interested in joining me in this journey. They also want to go through this 20-day design challenge. If you're also someone like that, you can just send me like a message via DMs, and I can just include you into the WhatsApp group I'm creating, or the Telegram group. I have not really decided on the group I want to create yet, but at least I would get your intentions. So yeah, you can also subscribe, share, and like and comment. And see you next time.